And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved on our Toxic Factory playthrough here, and I'm up at the surface. We just got done with the resin farm over here, and one of the side effects of that resin farm and all the power that we're pushing into that system is our threat level has gone through the roof. As you can see, we're actually tapped out right now at 20,000 threat, if you take into account the 250 of my reducers. So we're sitting at 20,000 threat right now, and yeah, that's pretty extreme. Now, are we going to be able to defend against 20,000 threat? Well, we've got ample bosses coming our way, and I think we will eventually. We actually have things coming in from two different directions. And I think that we're not going to be able to defend against all of these bosses and things, just because we don't have the power gen to power those lasers constantly. Because those lasers, those Mark IIIs, those things are doing lots of damage, but they take a phenomenal amount of power to keep going. It's 400 power per shot, and I think they have a shot frequency every 5 seconds, I believe. So yeah, they are very, very power hungry. So if we look at our system here, you can see the RPMs are not doing bad, but if these things start shooting at bosses, which they are right now, 270,000 hit points, 540,000 hit points, that is a phenomenal amount of hit points for these things. And yeah, I think 400 power per shot. It's an impressive amount. So this thing is starting to spin up. So yeah, the battery will deplete eventually, and we'll lose the attack. Not the end of the world. But, you know, if we're charging OET and we happen to lose the attack, we would be in dire straits. So I think what we're going to want to do, maybe, is beef up the defense on some of these. So what I was thinking, and it may be futile. Okay, I think it's time for a jetpack. I do believe it is time for a jetpack. What? I think it's 48. 40. No, 24. 24 high composite fuels. I'm gonna grab. We're gonna grab 10, 20. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button. Held down the wrong button. Okay, let's put some of those back. Okay, so I have 26. I think, well, that's going to be enough plus a little extra. So we're gonna make ourselves the jetpack. Finally, making the jetpack. Let's put that in the suit upgrade. And there we go. And we hit J, and now we can fly. Not Superman fly, but we can fly. I'd like to put these in there. We might need. I'm thinking we're gonna need more fuel. Whoa, more fuel pods. Now I've got to get used to being able to fly and being floaty when I fall. That's the worst part, is the floatiness, as you've probably heard me say in the past. So look at the power used, 700,000 power used, and climbing rapidly. So we could either do something with... Well, we can't really do anything with the power directly. What we could do is add a whole nother system, add a whole nother setup to this system. So like another set of batteries, another set of turbines, and more Mark IV batteries, and more lasers, just to keep the system up and running. Because power-wise, we really are tapped out on power right now. Eventually, these will. I mean, they don't look like it now, but those lasers, when they start firing at bosses, one after another, it's gonna deplete that battery, guaranteed. And I have the system set up in such a way, when we get nuclear reactors, we'll be able to put a reactor under those things and really never worry about power again. So that's the grand plan on that front. So I've already got the lifts and stuff set up to support the nuclear reactors. It's just a matter of getting them all up and running. You know, one thing I haven't done in a while, let's check my inventory. One thing I haven't done in a while is go out and look for Pandora's boxes. I don't think I've looked on this direction very much at all. You can see all the little sparklies in the air. Those are all newly generated chunks. That's what that sparkly effect is. Okay, let's see how. Oh, gold. That is the de facto standard reward. And we got another one there, and another one over here. Neutral. What do we get? One antimatter drill motor. Okay, well, saves me from having to craft another one of those at least. Oh, I see a diamond down here. Potential diamond. And any more? I don't think so. Unknown block detected. I wonder what that is. Is that the plants over here? No, it's not those. Ah, it's these. And all of those are already scanned, so these are scanned. Okay. Mark 1 power boosters. Well, I have a use for those, since this is always, or this is nighttime. There we go. Good use for those. Recharging after I use my jetpack. Perfect use. I don't want to go down there. Okay, you can see the tunnel nukers have had their way with this area over here. Now we want to be careful. Get rid of all these grass blocks and stuff, just for performance reasons. And we want to kind of avoid that. Even though there's some good organic rock down there, we're looking for Pandora's boxes at the moment. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards adding another turbine. I could actually add a turbine onto that one battery. I could shift the turbine that we have there already. I could shift that over and go and, you know, put the new battery in, or the new turbine right next to the old one, and just make sure that it touches the battery. So like one turbine would have 2 blocks connecting, and one turbine would have 1. I think it would be okay. Oh, is that a diamond? It is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I am out of power, so there we go. You gotta get the diamonds for the teleporters, I think. I think that's what uses them. So let's head back home. We're quite a ways from home right now. I was hoping to get some, you know, research parts from one of those drop pods. That would be very, very handy at this point. Where's our CPH? There, everything's loading in. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna need some power. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these. I wanna use them up. Come on, Arthur. Give me all your power. You're taking your sweet, sweet time. There we go. Just use them up. Okay. So if we were to redo that system, we would need 4 more turbines. I think we have a logistics operator. I'm going to make a couple more of those just to be safe. So let's make a couple logistics operators. Then let's look at power gen and see. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need another plastic maker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we go up, let's go up one of these here. I'm gonna go up over here. All right, up here. Thank you very much. Oh no, let's keep it up here. As you can see, this thing was running full bore. I'm gonna put a block there and come under here. See, these are connected with lasers too, so I want to make sure we keep that covered. So I can put that there. There. Now when I break it, that's all good. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add another set on this side of these same blocks. And then we're going to do the turbine, which is still in my hotbar. So this should build one here. And then the next one is going to go over on this side. And they should both be touching that battery. And it's even got the same system for using the fuel. Although I don't think it has a way to get empties off. I think that's on this one here. Okay, so 2 turbines there. Let's dive under here. So you can see this turbine doesn't have an empty way to empty out. So we're gonna want something. We're gonna want something right in here, I think. So this one, we're gonna take this one here. This is gonna be add only. And we're gonna move this over like that so that the empties can come out. And then we're gonna need to route the full ones over to the new area because it's already got us covered with with the empties, because the empties are on that one. So we're going to cover this one. And this one's going to be remove only. So let's get these set up. Okay, so these should go over there. It should power this one up, which should then power up the battery just fine. So now we have about 3,600 power per second running into this battery, and it should have no problems because it has 3 blocks that it's touching that battery. And you know, worst came to worst, we would be slightly limited, but I don't think, you know, every single block. I'd have to look at the code. I'd have to look at the source code to see what the limits are. But we should now have a good number of, yeah, see, we're starting to fill it back up again. The new empties that I put into the system are working great. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting these converted over, and hopefully not, you know, destroying too much in the process. Oh, the floatiness. Okay, so this one, if I move that one over that way one, and I put another one on this side, I think that would work. So let's go to the front end, which is the less dangerous side, and we're going to want to carve out one more on this side. And unfortunately, we got to clear some of that coal. Try to minimize the amount that I damage that. Okay. So this thing, we're gonna break it, and then build on to this side. And then this side, we gotta clear this coal. Unfortunately, I don't think that was actually connected to the main coal line, though. Okay, so now, whoops, it's not good. No, I did it again. All right. And then the intakes. Okay, so alright, so the fuel is going in here. It probably doesn't have a way to get out though. So let's look at what it's going to take. Okay, so this one, let's sneak up in here. So we have 2 different generators. So this one, we're going to want this to be remove only. Okay, so that's now on that generator, and this one, we want this to be add only, and this can go right across like that. Alright, now I just need to repeat this process 2 more times, and we should have double the power, because we're already at max threat, so our threat level can't go any higher. So from this point on, we're doing pretty good. So I need to get this one done, and I think I need to get that one done over there as well. So I'll do these in between episodes at least while I can. It's a little cramped quarters back in here. So yeah, this is now a process, doubling up all these. So we need to move this one out this way one. If I would have planned on this ahead of time, I would have basically had them all prepped and ready to go. So we wanna break it while it is basically not needed, while its power is limited. Because if it was running full blast and we did this, we would quickly deplete that battery. So yeah, just a little bit more power to handle the bosses that are spawning. At 20,000 threat, it's a very real threat, and if we lose power, all the batteries in our base go dark, and that would be sad times if that were to happen. Okay, so these two are ready to go. Let's head down. All right. If we look at where these are, looks like this one has got both sets. Looks like this is really going to be a simple system. So this one's going to be the remove only. This one's going to be the add only. So let's push them in there. Pull them out there. So this one's running up, and now this one is now running up. Excellent. All right, well, I'll get the last one done, and we'll come back next episode for some more shenanigans with our system. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.